There are loads of ways to die in Minecraft. You know, there's creepers that just really like hugging you, I guess. It's sweet of them, but, you know, it kills you. There's pools of lava that show up out of nowhere to burn you alive. You know, you go swimming, you forget about the time, you gotta be home, but you basically drown. Maybe you're building a 100 block high pixel art of Danny DeVito and you fall dead right at Danny's veto. I'm sorry, that was an awful joke. Basically, their stuff kills you in Minecraft. But I try to embrace that. I try to make something good out of it. So in my latest survival world, I built this graveyard. Every time I died, I had to build myself a grave to remember that dumb way I died, or you know, make something good out of it. And while doing that, I came up with a few cool ideas for graves I kind of wanted to just share with you guys. So let's take a look at those. Now, these are the 4 graves I have lined up for you guys. They're very simple. Most of them don't require any special materials except for one. And they're easy to build, so you can put these into your world right away if you wanted to. So let's start with this one, the open casket grave. Now, I think this design is pretty unique, right? It's not a closed grave. It's an open grave. The casket is open. Someone dug it up through the dirt over there. You know, you can see the coffin is still in there. It has a simple headstone. And whoever was in this grave right now is not anymore. So maybe they turned into a zombie, they escaped. You can still see kind of the cushions in there. You know, it's like soft velvet. It's not, but, you know, it looks like it. I like the dark oak for the coffin itself. You can open these, but I don't ever do that. I just opened that one. You see the dirt has been thrown out. It has a simple headstone. So let's take a look at how we built this grave over on the other side here. You make a hole of 3 and then 2 deep. You can place the slabs of the red nether brick. Make sure you at least put, like at the top, you also do the sides, because that's where you want to have the casket open. So if you do want to open the casket, you see, and it looks like velvet. You place your dark oak trapdoors. I use a mossy stairs brick as the headstone. You can use whatever you want, really. And like I said, the podzol is done with, or the dirt is done with podzol. So just place some podzol randomly over there so it looks like the dirt has been thrown out. Now, all we have to do is dress it up with some grass, and that's basically it already. Oops, I just filled that up again. Place some grass like it's been overgrown, and that's it. That's basically the grave. It looks easy, it's simple, but it's an open grave, and I think that's pretty unique. For the next one, we have everyone's favorite grave design, and it's a cross. I have some hedges, some bushes around it, some leaves, and some dead bush, so it looks like it's old, like it's overgrown. But people really like making crosses, so I thought I'd put a cross grave in there as well. Let me show you how to do this real quick on the other side, and it's a simple design once again. We start by making, you know, just a hedge around it, so with some leaves. We go all the way around like that, just enough space for a cross in the middle still. My cross are made out of mossy and also mossy stone brick slabs, so you kind of mix that up to give it a cool texture. And only one slab of stone, not leaves, thank you. Just mix it up, texture it nicely, and make the grave out of coarse dirt, so it looks like it's been, you know, it's been dug there. I place some podzol so I can place a dead bush. And I just finish it up with some leaves, and this is it already. It's really simple, it's really cool, with the sun in the end at the back shining through it, kind of gives it a cool feeling. And the cool one about this is you can place a sign here. So for example, you can put, you know, my friend Jake, who when he got rejected by that girl, boom, it's done. Let me put some dye on there so you can actually see his embarrassment. Let's go. Boom. So that's pretty cool about this one. It has place for a sign. You can place whatever on there. You don't have to put this, but you can, you know, make fun of your own friends. And this one is a tomb. This is how rich people get buried. This is how people with a lot of diamonds come to die. They get put into this one. I put some mushrooms around this because mushrooms always remind me of death. I don't know why. But I like that. And also in the front of this grave, what I like is I put this It's supposed to be like flowers someone brought a long time ago, but now that he's dead for a long time, no one brings flowers anymore, you know? I kind of think that's cool. So let's check out how we built this on the other side. I use mossy stairs, both the brick one and the cobblestone one. I mix it up to give it a nice texture. At the end here, we just place 2 blocks, and on top of that, we go with stairs again to make that a little higher than the rest. Now, all we have to do is decorate the rest around it. Obviously, there's that flower pot with the dead flowers I talked about. And of course, some podzol, because if you want to place mushrooms, you need some podzol or coarse dirt. So also place some coarse dirt around here, make the ground look like it's old, like no one tends to it, and then finish it off with the grass. Randomly place your grass, maybe there, maybe one there, and there, and there, maybe. Yeah, that looks nice. And of course, the mushrooms I talked about that remind me of death. And that is it. Simple once again. These are 15-second builds. It's so easy, but they're pretty cool, right? Now this is my favorite one. When I thought of this, when I tried it out, and the way it looks, I loved it immediately. It's a very simple. It's the simplest out of all the graves we've done. It's just an anvil and a withered. What are you looking at, mate? And a withered skeleton head. And the way it looks, I think it's very creepy. So let's take a look at how we built this on the other side. It's only 3 long. I placed podzol and the anvil right there. I personally use the damaged anvil because it has these cracks and it makes it look like a grave even more. And then there's the withered skeleton skull on top of that. I place a flower, finish it up with some, you know, some dirt, some coarse dirt. And as always, we put some grass on there as well. Boom, 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 boom. And that's it. That is it. Very simple, very easy design. But the way it looks, I just love it. I think it's very cool. You can also place the skull around if you don't want that face on it, but I don't like how the darker black works with the gray of the anvil. You know, it's like it's a bit of high contrast to me. So I like this way. I like it in the front because the creepy skull also adds like, you know, a nice feeling to it in my opinion. But that's it. And that is all the grave ideas I have for you guys today. I hope you liked one of them or all of them. Like I said, especially the last one is one of my favorites. I'm gonna use it in a lot more of my worlds. If you want to see more stuff, make sure to subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching today.